Hi everybody, I'm Dee Slater with Create with Dee, and today for Split Coast Stampers, I have a fun fold for you. It's called a fun fold side flap card. So when you open it up, you've got a lot of interaction that the recipient can have. So again, it's a fun fold side flap card. Let's get started making this cute design and you'll see how easy it is. For this tutorial, I'm just going to show you guys how to put together the card base because then it's just a matter of decorating. For this fun fold, start with a piece of 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock. And what we want to do is score it along the 8.5 side at 4 1/4. And then turn it along the 11-inch side and we'll score it at 5.5. The next thing we want to do is totally remove the quadrant in the upper right-hand corner. So with your trimming blade, we're going to go ahead and trim out this section. You could also cut it if you'd like, just using your paper scissors. But if I line it up at 5.5 and drop it down to the score line, then I'm going to pick it up, turn it along the 8.5-inch side, line it back up to the 4 1/4. Same thing, drop it down to the score. And then I just remove this flap here. If you do need to get your scissors, you can go ahead and trim out that little bit. We've created this card, but what I found is that it's pretty bulky if you don't trim off our flap portion of it. So what I would recommend that you do is, this is going to be our fold flap. I'm lining it up to the 1/4 inch. And I'm going to take, first of all though, it's easier to do the top, I think. So I'm going to take 1/4 of an inch off the top of the side flap. Get that out of there. And then come around and take 1/4 of an inch off of either side of the flap. Dropping the blade down to that score line again. And flip this over and do 1/4 of an inch on the other side. So now with our scissors one more time, we'll go ahead and take these little side pieces off. These are again the 1/4 of an inch on either side. And now we have our base. So now we can fold this in and fold this over, and we've gotten rid of that bulk around the fold line that will make it go so much easier. And we have the base of our card, our fun fold side flap card. Let me bring in the sample again. I do have measurements for my matting layers on this should you want to replicate it. We won't do a start to finish project on it, but that's how it can look when it's done. And then I also wanted to share with you that you can change up the orientation on that as well. So here I have it, it's the same layout, only I have it going in the vertical position. So here's how I made the card, but I just decorated it in a to open up in this manner. I also wanted to share with you that you can play around with the size of this, and that's what that sample was. So on this one here, instead of 1/4 of an inch, I believe I took a 1/2 an inch off of either side of it. And I shortened it up a little bit. I had a die cut edge to do a little decorative trim, just to show how you can play around with it. So whether you do the orientation this way or you do the orientation the other way. Either one of them's totally fine. I like to have it decorated on the inside here and leaving the left side or the top side to write your personal handwritten sentiments to it. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to do the Fun Fold Side Flap card. Thanks for watching, everybody, and happy crafting. Bye-bye.